Andrea Chickfry. I graduated from Loras in 2008. I majored in elementary education with a minor in Spanish, and I just completed an early childhood endorsement. This is technically my third year teaching. This is my second year teaching the Spanish immersion pre-K class. It started 2 years ago when parents asked for more Spanish before kindergarten. So that's when.
Hi, my name is Jose Garcia. This is my third year teaching in the States. I came from Spain with a special international program. It's kind of a switch program between United States and Spain. And I'm teaching 4th and 5th grade Spanish.
Okay, bilingual education is taking your base language that you already know and then building off of it in another language. So for my students, they all speak English at home. I have a couple families that do speak some Spanish. But this week, we're talking about things that grow and change, especially caterpillars into butterflies. So I'm taking what they already know and just translating that into Spanish. So I said, act like a mariposa, and they already know that's a butterfly. And then I can do the actions like a butterfly and change it. So for me, it's just taking what they already know, the words that they already know, and translating that into a different language. It can take longer for some children, but other children can just pick it up right away.
Last year was the 10th anniversary of the program, and this is the second school in bilingual, Spanish bilingual school in, not bilingual, it's immersion in Iowa. There is one more in Des Moines that started 3 years ago. So this is the oldest in Iowa. Something really important is the program mix teachers from the States that they really know the educational system and native Spanish speakers, teachers from Colombia, Mexico, Spain, and that's really good because we bring the language, but
and the culture.
We know, the culture, and we are able to learn from our partners the educational system. So it's not a very change for the students because we teach Spanish, but with this methodology, and we try to adapt it to this system.
To motivate them, I just try and make it as fun and as interesting as I can. Like we do a lot of, pretty much all of my songs are in Spanish. So that just gets them used to the language. When they tell me stories or tell me something that they really want to share, then I respond in Spanish and try to use the same vocabulary words that they use in English and repeat them in Spanish so that they can pick it up. And just try and make it really engaging for them. Especially with our stories. To understand the story and to really comprehend it, I read it in English first so they know what the story is. Because it can be so new to them, and then we increase the Spanish until it's all read in Spanish, and a lot of those times when it's read in Spanish we act it out, or we use props, or we use different types of activities to get them really engaged and so that they're picking it up and doing different activities to really learn them.
When they come to this school, they know they are going to learn all the subjects in a different language, and here they usually complain about Spanish. Oh, in Spanish, but we have a lot of activities, a lot of plays to motivate the student to practice. And once they are using the Spanish in real life situation that we try to do every day, they are very comfortable with the language and they love to use it in front of all other students. For example, we have the lunch with the other building students, and they love when some of the Spanish teacher is there supervising. They love to ask a question in Spanish, and they know this spot is for talking English, but they love to say, hey, I know Spanish and you're not.
I think they do, just because it's so different, and most of my parents don't speak any Spanish, so I've actually had to help them out. I send out a weekly newsletter saying this is what we're doing this week, this is our Alpha Amigo, our letter of the week, and I've also put keywords that they're what they're focusing on and trying to learn, so that the parents can use those words too. So when the children comes home and they're talking about hormiga, the parents can look at the newsletters and they can say, oh, that was an ant. They're learning about an ant this week. So just different ways to get everyone involved.
In the Midwest, there are not a lot of immigration. People here has not a lot of opportunity to make relations with other people. So this way, they can be part of this community and to learn about the different cultures and other countries.
I think it's, personally, I mean, I learned Spanish when I was in high school, and I didn't have a problem picking it up, but I know other people, you know, when you get older, your brain doesn't have as much ability to learn a second language, and so it can be difficult for them. So that's why starting out at a young age, being fully immersed in it, especially in this classroom, it's all Spanish, and they're just picking it up, and especially living in the Dubuque area, we have a very big Spanish-speaking population here, and so we try and get them involved in different activities and things that's going on. For example, Cinco de Mayo is coming up, and there is a party going on downtown, and so we sent out an invitation saying, hey, go to the Cinco de Mayo party, you know, where there's music and different foods, so just get them involved, and also the parents can also help with that too, so that they can learn and be a part of our community as well.
Well, they are very fluent in Spanish. They have some mistakes with the verbs, the tenses, but that's very common in a Spanish speaker student. But they are very good listening, speaking, writing, reading. Actually, I teach the same way I teach in Spain, with the same fluency, the same words. I forgot I'm in the United States.
I think bilingual education is incredibly important for one primary reason outside of language skills. It's the cultural competency that a student gets from studying another language, the understanding of the world around them, understanding of events on the news, and the ability to relate to other people who might be of diverse backgrounds. I think that gives you a sensitivity that's incredibly important in this global community. I also think the language skills are incredibly important. Like I always tell my students here, it's very helpful to have that knowledge when you apply for a job because it makes you a better employee down the road. So I think you get a very practical, sort of real world, market-driven expertise from the language skills, but also I think a much more important cultural competency that comes with it.